TV3 is concerned about issues of health, and we are keeping a tab on every health development in the country. But today our focus is on cholera. We'll also turn our attention to the psychiatric cases. But as it stands now, Dr. Gabriel Benaku is the national chairman of the Ghana Coalition of NGOs in Health, and he's joined us in studio to help us understand what, as a coalition, they think is the problem why we keep recording cases of cholera year in, year out, and how we're able to achieve the zero recorded cases in 2013 and why we cannot replicate that. Let me quickly introduce him and then we can go straight into the interview. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah.
We have already started recording cases in 2016. Fortunately, no deaths has been recorded, but for us to be having close to 65 cases recorded, that calls for concern. What is an NGO like yours doing about this?
Yeah, thank you. I think there are three major critical issues that we need to look at as a civil society over the last 2 weeks happening in Ghana, which we are much concerned. One of them critically is the cholera outbreak. If you remember, at the beginning of this year, the coalition made a position that the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, need to come out with a program of work that will start educational campaigns before the rain starts. And we have not seen that until when there's an outbreak now, that we are seeing the response from the ministry. So that is a major concern to us. The other concern to us is how we are communicating on critical health issues to Ghanaians is also a major concern. For example, we want to see jingles in local languages. We want to see footages in local languages.
Public education should be intensified.
That is the major thing. For example, in 2013 and 14, we lost more than 500,000, approximately, which government should have used it to build maybe 10 clinics.
Okay.
But that money is used to treat cholera cases. So that tells you that if we intensify public education, we could minimize totally cholera outbreak and treatment.
Is it not surprising
save money for
that in 2016, a forward-looking country like Ghana is still recording cholera cases? Can we ever say we will not be able to record cholera cases? And what can we do to achieve that?
The best way, prevention is better than cure everywhere you will find, but it's more investing. You need to invest more in prevention programs. Then the triple effect will be return on investment. We are not doing that. Either the Ministry of Health is not giving the necessary financial support from the Ministry of Finance, which we are much concerned, or the money has come to Ministry of Health and the money has not been trickled down to Ghana Health Service, who are implementers of service delivery. So we want to take this opportunity to talk to the minister in charge of finance and economic planning, that if they have not done that, they have not financed the health budget, they should immediately release funds to support health programs. Because it's very critical. What we are doing now, government would rather spend more money because of the outbreak now. For treatment, for minister to visit, for important people to visit the areas. You spend more finances, more than if you had started educational
preventive
program.
Move.
Exactly.
Okay, my final question now would be, as our reporters have gathered, we do not even have quarantine centers ready in case of an outbreak. And what can individuals in their various homes also do? I don't think that it's fair to always be blaming or asking government to be the first to take an initiative. What can individuals do? And now that we don't have quarantine centers fully catered to handle outbreaks, what should be done in the interim? Yeah,
I talked to my regional chair, who happened to be the national chair for the Coalition of NGO in Health, who is from the central region. He said, as of now, he has not gotten any invitation from Ghana Health Service, Ministry of Health, about the outbreak. But civil society play a very critical role, especially the Coalition of NGO in Health. We are partnered with the Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service to do a lot of health interventions. We want to see that collaboration with civil society. That's one. Two, the surveillance teams must be strengthened nationwide.
Okay.
You remember this January we talked about the meningococcal meningitis. From the Brown, we told Ghana Health and Ministry of Health that they should scale out the preventive and institutional support, health systems in all the regions. And they thought we were telling lies. Before we realized, we were already having the cases in almost all the regions. I think 8 regions. So now the ministry should scale up the intervention in all the regions and not just focus in Central Region and Greater Accra, because these are issues, public health issues that will people move from places to places. So we need to strengthen that. The other aspect that we need to strengthen is,
and briefly,
we need to implement our national program of action.
Okay.
It must be financed. And
so the whole problem has to do with financing.
It's about funding. We need to finance our national program of action. I know we have national emergency plans at the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service. But do they have the necessary finance to roll out the preventive programs in the area?
I think that's a good
and the same thing is related to the mental health that you are talking about.
We are about going to mental health, actually. But thank you very much, Dr. Gabriel.